He's been shooting much fewer threes, but that's because he's been so proficient in the mid-range as Holiday misses from downtown after a couple of attempts. Brown inside. Bruce Brown has played. Hands it off to Sabonis. Holiday. And he couldn't get the handle. Brown leading the break the other way for Brooklyn. Mills walks into the three and knocks it home to start the game. Curry into the front court. Guarded by Holiday. Bruce Brown drives quickly. Drummond, quick cross-court pass to Bruce Brown, not a noted
guys, and it's about integrating a bunch of new pieces. And so, you know, the Kings have a little bit of a head start on the Nets, who've just been really struggling in a variety of ways. So a team that's lost 11 straight is always dangerous.
Without a lot of bodies. Making their shots early.
That they worked on and shoot around this morning, how to defend it, and they defended it to perfection with the switches, the calls that they were going to do, and they ended up forcing a miss on that end.
Fox had a great look at that last one. Here's Curry, pulls from deep.
Doing the interview, DeMarcus Cousins came up behind him and said he's going to be in this league for a long time. And look at where he's at now. I mean, he's a valuable player, played well with Philly. He's going to be a valuable piece here with the Nets.
4 of 5 from deep. Mitchell over to Fox. Barnes with the catch and shoot, missed everything. Holmes and Metu getting ready to come into the ball game for Sacramento. James Johnson the same for Brooklyn. Harkless switches back to Brown. Aldridge going to try and walk down. Sabonis kicks it out to Brown instead. 4 on the shot clock. On the blow-by whistle. Foul. Counted.
Cam Isaac and Cam Thomas, has really been one of the beneficiaries. And he said that's going to...
Never know it by the way they're connecting tonight. Mitchell made his earlier three. This one a little bit strong. Tipped out of bounds. Great hustle by Barnes, wrong team. The MVP of the championship round. Here's Fox. Little float game, short. Boy, he's got a bunch of good looks tonight. Thomas in a rush. Brown, boy, impressive flush. That's Aldridge's sweet spot right there, 10 feet away on the left side of the lane. Good defense by the Kings, who get the stop. Dante DiVincenzo. Sabonis working off the elbow, little give and go. That pass just
obviously, right. You know, being here earlier this month against the Knicks.
Here's Brown. Fox couldn't get the steal, gambled. Curry made him pay for it.
And, you know, when is he going to make his debut? But guys like Bruce Brown have been there to just play a role. Doesn't have a lot of space, and it's I'm not looking at it as like an intentional thing where he's trying to do harm, but he really is trying to create some space for him to operate. De'Aaron Fox not making it easy.
Fox missing the jumper. Here's Curry. Good defense by Harkless. Brown on the straight line drive. Circus shot. Wow. They got to within 1, Katie. It's back up to 11 now.
You're going to need some help when it comes to Seth Curry coming off those screens. You can't allow him to get an open look. The big has got to step out and apply some kind of pressure.
And here he is on cue. He walks. Shenzo and Mitchell in the backcourt. Metu has a mismatch, but you got to have the ball.
That's hard to rotate over for help defense when someone kind of gets blown by right there. A little error on Chimezie Metu.
And now it's unraveling a little bit. Drummond with a slam. Alvin Gentry sends it back to Mitchell. Mitchell slams on the brakes and couldn't hit the jumper.
And I think that's the difficulty when you kind of find yourself down double digits. You're trailing by 17, and you don't want to revert to iso ball. You still want to stick to your principles that have had success, moving the ball, sharing.
A different script.
He has been an issue for the Kings, and he's doing it in all the old-fashioned ways, which is that mid-range game, low-post game.
Fox turns it over to Brown. DiVincenzo's pass was intended, I think, for the big man Holmes, and it went to Harkless instead.
It's important for them, though, not to get discouraged, because, you know, this is the game right before the All-Star break. They're going to have some time. You see Brooklyn again able to